Howdy folks, it's a Turtle here, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and you can probably guess where we are if I go to the right. You can see a POI over there, point of interest, or just you saw the title of the video. Paris VFR today. We're going to fly around Paris slowly. Just take our time. We're going to get a couple credits for POI credits, meaning towards achievements. This is what I'm calling it. We're going to get as many as we can, but we're going to enjoy the scenery from first and foremost. So let's get the drone up here and see what we're looking for. Downtown Paris is obviously over there. And maybe do a little bit of story time. My wife did live in France for a while during grad school. Was it grad school? Yes, I think it was. And she had lots of fun. And she tells me all about it. I love hearing her stories, although she lived in Montpellier, but still, lived in France. It was fun. So still was some story time while we have some look around time. Just checking out this airport. You're going to have to look in the description to see where we are because I can't remember. But anyway, we're going to head north towards the Palace of Versailles. And then once we get there, we'll see downtown Paris. And we will see a whole bunch of fun, interesting things, including the Eiffel Tower, of course. And some other stuff. So wind, I did check it out because it's real weather. 270 degrees, 5 knots. So we'll probably use runway 25 left or right. Let's reset the drone and hop inside. New aircraft today. I'm trying to go through all the aircraft. There are 30 of them in the premium deluxe version, and we've only done like 6 aside from landing challenges. So we are in the SR-22. Never flown it yet, so I don't have my own checklist. We're going to start with the in-game checklist. And it looks like a small one here. Parking brake set. Let's make sure, because sometimes it's not always set. Pull on for parking brake. Yeah, you betcha. Battery master on. It's going to bring us up here probably. Yep. Battery. Check. Strobe light. Check. Mixture rich. Let's see. Mixture rich. There we go. Power level full forward. Prime and then boost. Where's that? Prime and then boost. Power level just 1/4 of an inch. Ignition start. Where's that? Ignition. I didn't see ignition light up anywhere. Let's try that again. Ignition. Where are you, ignition? There it is right there. Start. There we go. Power lever bring back. Oil pressure check. I saw that here. Right there. Alt switches on. Avionics on. Parking brake release to go. And that's our checklist. That's all we get. So have some presets here. Pitot heat will turn on then. Ice protect. Oh, there's icing here. Let's have a look at that from up here. Instrument lights. Ooh, I like this already. Off and on, normal and max for ice. Good. Let that start. Yes, I know my audio is probably bleeding in, so you probably hear a low rumble. A low rumble. I can't do it. Anyway, the stuff over here must be in op, I would think. Yeah. Alrighty, so we have multiple things. Like we have heading here, for example. And then we have heading here. Does the same thing. Course. Well, amperometer, course, same thing. Just checking some stuff out, right? Autopilot down here so we can see what's happening here. I think I can see from here. Vertical speed. That's IS, right? IS, yeah. Let's see. Should we zoom that in a little bit? Yeah, let's zoom that in a little bit. There we go. That'll be our preset. I don't think we're missing anything. We just have stuff down here for our radio communication stuff. Okay. And then down here, okay, I think I have everything done. Fuses, stuff here. Blah, 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 blah. I think that's just a vent over there. Right? That's just a vent. Yep, so whenever we have a new aircraft, we spend some time looking around. That's not a vent, that's the thing sticking up. Okay, let's see. I think this is a good position. Yeah, there's the headrest. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I think we're ready to go. So let's tune in ATC if there is ATC. And there's an ATIS. Let's use the ATIS. See what it tells us here. Alright. We're in 161, which is not what I said before I started the flight, but that's okay. I still use runway 25. Let's see what it says. 14 Celsius, not sure what that is. Altimeter 3023. Runway 25 left and right, okay. Alright, good. Let's get rid of that. Alright, hit B to set our barometer, just easier than moving stuff around. So B will say barometer. We are going to use the runway we thought we would. We will request takeoff in a second. Let's mess with this a moment. Time, yes, that works, good. Let's get rid of this map. Let's see, wind, I like using wind option 3. That tells you where it's coming from, and this one works. The MDF, or MFD, multifunction flight display, that's always wrong. So if north is up, wind is 161 or whatever it said, is coming from here. Wind is coming from here. So that's backwards. This is correct. Kind of. This is 197, ATIS, I like 16, whatever. This is closer. That's always backwards. That's just how it is. Got used to it. Alright, so let's back up out of there. Let's back up. Actually, we can do, yeah, we can set that, well, nothing because it's completely VFR, but this is where you would do that stuff. Yep, we'll do that. Yeah, I don't like arc. We'll do that. I'm looking for this one. Insert off. Thank you. What else can you insert? Topo, don't care. Next rad, don't care. Just turn it off. Alright, we'll leave that up so remember to start the clock because I don't have a paper checklist yet to remind me. Heading over here. This is so you can see everything. This is our map. We're headed basically over in this direction. Simple as that. Just heading that direction. We are going to turn around and take off right there, 25 left, or whatever runway they tell us, but that's how we'll do that, and then we'll do some VFR stuff. So, simple, but still extremely enjoyable. Thank you for sharing this with me. So we're going to depart to the north, more or less. Let's see what they tell us to do here. 25 right. So we're going to turn around and go all the way around the loop. Okay, fine. Let's acknowledge when it's ready. There's acknowledge. And hop outside. And where are my rudder pedals? I gotta reset them. And give it some juice. And my pedals are stuck on something under my feet. Doesn't really matter. There we go. So that is 25 left. They want us to take 25 right. So we have a long taxi ahead of us, which is okay. Moving my pedals as I try to go this way. There we go. Good. Okay, now I'm ready. Forgot about my pedals for some reason. So we're just going to loop around, and then we'll take off. Can we do this? There we go. That's cool. That looks pretty cool. I'll take a screenshot of that just in case. And I will see you after I loop around and ready to take off. Alright, looks like you can pull off to the side and let other aircraft go by. We don't need to do that. So we're just going to keep going around and around. And not staying on the line for some reason. Alright, good, we're almost there. Let's hop back inside. Pull up ATC, turn on tower when ready. I'm not looking at my thing, I'm looking out the side here. And it should give us the takeoff thing in a second here. My pedals just don't feel right where I want them. Alright. Is it going to give us the option to take off? There it is. Stop parking brake. Request clearance. Hop down here. Do the lights that we want. Don't need to worry about icing. There you go, clear for takeoff. Let's go here and start the clock. And it's not starting. Oh, we have to hit enter. Acknowledge clearance. Hit enter. There we go. It is now going. We'll hide that. I'm totally going to forget about it. Hop up here. I'm also listening to ATC and doing all this stuff at the same time. Okay. Parking brake off. And let's get going here. First set of flaps down. Kind of an interesting view, but I assume this is pretty realistic. Whoa, I was looking out the window and I totally screwed that up. Oh my gosh. Almost full right rudder to stay straight. The wind, I don't know where the wind's coming from because of this. ADA said one thing, the sim said another thing. Our PFD says something else. So whatever. Alright, step on the brakes. I assume this has fixed gear. Yeah. Very fixed gear. And look at that crosswind blowing us. That's crazy. And flaps coming in. Okay, here we go. Let's zoom out the map a little bit. There we go. We're going to turn around and go to the Palace of Versailles and have a look around and enjoy ourselves. And there's something to say. Request or acknowledge indication. There we go. And enjoy what we get to see because this is amazing. Wow. Incredible. Oh, I can do this all the time. Alright, when we get there within 0.27 nautical miles, we'll hold the smart cam button to get credit for the POI. In other words, you get close enough to it, use the smart cam. Is that Eiffel Tower over there already? Must be. To the right. You hold the smart cam button for 3 seconds. It doesn't say 3 seconds, but you hold the smart cam button within 0.27 nautical miles, which is 550 yards, and you get credit for it towards your achievement. So we don't want to go too fast. We want to enjoy ourselves. So let's slow down. Okay. There you go. And I apologize for the audio bleed. I'm sure it sounds echoey, but if I wear headphones, then I get a headache. So we're just going to blast it and you get to hear it. Keep hitting B to change the barometer. Looking over Paris. Let's slow down. Throttles are back and it's not slowing down. Well, that's not how you slow down. You pitch up to slow down, but we're trying to get close to this. So what we're going to do is within 0.27 is we're going to hold the smart cam button, and it seems to be working better in this aircraft. There we go. And there you go. Did it say sync rate? So now we're going to pause it. Oh, I got my tour guide achievement for 25. Now we're on our way to 100 to get the next one. Let's take out the smart cam and see what we're looking at. There it is. Palace of Versailles. You have to active pause or use autopilot to do this, the drone, or else your airplane crashes straight down to the ground. So let's have a look around for a moment. There's the Palace of Versailles. And looking towards Paris, look at that. Let's take a screenshot of that. That might be your thumbnail, even though the airplane isn't in it. Wow, there's Eiffel Tower off in the distance. Let's reset the drone and actually try to get the aircraft in there. Let's see. Eiffel Tower, there we go. Gorgeous stuff. What's your frame rate? It says extra smooth. What does it say? 29. 29 in super dense area is great. You want to get between 25 and 35. If you get more than 35, crank up some settings. You can enjoy them. If you're getting less than 25, I say that, more than 35, turn up your settings. More than, and fewer than 25, turn down some settings. Fewer than 20, you can't use it. Time stops, slows down. Okie dokie. Look at that green area up there. I wonder what that is. Oh wow. France. Roundabouts. I've never been to Europe. Only in the flight sim. Alrighty. Now when you unactive pause, whatever engines we're doing are going to keep doing it. So we got to see what's going to happen here. And we're stalling. Okay. That's the problem when you do active pause. Is everything else keeps going. So if you were like slowing in the process of slowing down, it's going to keep slowing down, things like that. So you just got to be ready. All right. Let's see here. Let's hop outside. And let's go high enough to see stuff, but not so high that we can't get back down to the points of interest. Gorgeous, huh? Look at that. Wow, this is a fun little airplane. Really fun little airplane. Alright, heading towards Eiffel Tower. And there should be like 6 or 7 more POIs. But even this is just incredible. Incredible. So I don't know much about Paris for the VFR part, so just look around and see what you want to see. I'll try to fly around for a while, but I can't like be a tour guide and point things out because I don't know much about it. And that stalling you're seeing is not frame rate stuff. It's after, well, it's almost like 1 in the morning, but after 10 p.m. my computer like runs something in the background and it stalls stuff, and for the life of me I can't figure out what it's doing. The stuff I do have scheduled is scheduled for like 2 a.m. my time zone, and task manager doesn't show anything that I don't know what's going on, so I don't know what's going on. So that's what you're seeing. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 POIs right here. So we need to slow down. 7 POIs. Holy moly, rock and rolly. Hopefully we can get credit for them all. Hopefully. Wow. Fun stuff. I was going to fly over the Hoover Dam today, but it's not modeled at the time of this recording, apparently. Of course, it's a satellite image, but it wasn't going to do what I was expecting. So we're here in Paris instead. Alright, somehow we have to hook onto these to get the credit here. So we're going to go slow and careful while we're looking around. Jeez. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. We definitely have to do Chicago, New York soon. Alright, this wind is making me do very weird things. I don't know what we're going over, but we're going to have control of the aircraft. And there's our 0.2 something. So there we go. 3 seconds there. Oh, look at that. There we go. We got our credit for that. We are definitely going to take the drone out and just look around in a little bit. So don't worry that we're missing some things here. We will stop and look around. Don't you worry. Wow. Look at this. Alrighty, we have control of the aircraft, and there's within 0.27, so here we go. Get credit for that one. 3 seconds, Basilica. Again, I get the 3 seconds from the FANA achievement. It had to be 3 seconds of holding the smart cam, so I'm just doing 3 seconds for all of them. It doesn't actually say, it just says 550 yards and use the smart cam. Wow. Like I said, don't worry, we will pause the sim and look around. So we're within 0.27, just looking below us. And there we go. Oh, look at that courtyard. Maybe that's what we're looking at. Okay, there's something over here. Another palace, Luxembourg. Let's head over there. Wow, it's really hard to fly this low at this speed with this crazy wind. Good grief, this is very difficult. Okay, let's not get too high. Here we go, Luxembourg Palace. Get within 0.27, it's calling out as though we're landing. There we go, there's 0.27, 3 seconds. We're going right over it. That's like 5 seconds. Okay, so there are more, right? These 3 right here. Keep control of the aircraft. And I wish my computer weren't running goofy things. Wow, this wind is making me crazy. There we go. There's, yeah, I know. The call out. There we go. There's 3 seconds there, and then we have 2 more over here. Oh my gosh, this wind is making me do crazy things. Like, and it's supposed to be like that, like in mountains. Like if you go by mountainous terrain, you get all the crazy winds. That's simulated, I believe, because it feels like it. There's Eiffel Tower. Are we within the distance for that one. What's it say? Can't tell. That has to be, whoops, smart cam. That has to be within 0.27. And then there's one more up here. Where was it? There's another one I think we're over right now. Yeah, 0.27 there. Okay, so now let's find a good spot to pause the sim. And then we'll head out to that other palace, the Basilica thing. This wind is nuts, so let's get some altitude. Come on. Holy moly. Alright, control of the aircraft and pause. Take out the drone and have a look around. Yeah, with the Trocadero or something. I'm sure you saw that. Let's get away from this airplane. Oh my goodness. So what we're going to do, we're going to turn these things off for right now. That's better. Now we can go for a little fly around here. Let's speed up the drone as fast as it'll go for a minute. And take a screenshot of that. Again, I know the airplane isn't in it, but I really don't care. Oh, here we go. Look at this. I know you can go to like big maps in 3D and get the same kind of thing, because that's where this comes from. But this is still way more exciting to do it this way. Look at that. There's the Eiffel Tower, or is it like Tower de Eiffel or something? I don't even know. Wow. Look at that. I have to remember to save these screenshots so my wife can look at them. Look at this. Let's slow this down a little bit. Oh, look at the cars driving in the water. Let's still slow it down more. There we go. Even more. Slow down, please. That's a little better. I really need to remap my speed keys to like 1, 2, 3, 4 to the F5, 6, 7, and 8. Well, that's a good shot. Look at this. Wow. I wonder if those are like subway stations in the middle there. Yes, I'm easily impressed. Don't hold it against me. Look at this. I'm going to be silent while we just look around. How about that? In the water, the river. Alright, so let's head this direction. There's the Eiffel Tower. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Should we do that as our screenshot? I can't really decide what I want to do here. Wow. Wow. Some of the stuff you can fly through in the airplane. Other places there's some places have hitboxes, so you can't fly through. Some places you can fly through. Well, that's cool. That's cool. Look at this. You can look in the windows. In a flight simulator, you can look in the windows. And you can walk down the street in a flight simulator. Look, you can look at the little courtyards. Alright, so we're back in the plane. Let's undo active pause and see what it's going to do for us. Okay, good. I had control, which is good. Oh, we got to turn those POIs back on. Alright, so I know I should have been flying around while looking everywhere, but it was fun to use the drone. So let's head back now, I think over to the right. Yep, because there's another POI there, and that might be the last one. We'll have to see if anything else pops into view. And then we'll find an airplane in the airport to land. And that'll be our VFR around France. I shouldn't even try, should I? Alright. Secret Basilica. No, I have no idea. Alright, it is early morning, so the sun is gorgeous. Look at this. Whoops. There we go. That's what I meant. Oh my goodness. I should really move this over, shouldn't I? Somehow. I'll figure out my preset later. The Louvre. No, we didn't do those because of the Louvre. Alright, let's do this first. Whoa, watch your speed. We're so busy looking around. And get control of the aircraft. Ooh, we can actually see this one like this. Well, that's amazing. There we go. There is 27. So hold this for a couple seconds. And there we go. Sync rate. I know. Alright, now let's head over there and get those other ones. The Louvre. I was going to say, there had to be more. I mean, this is Paris, right? A lot of famous stuff that we haven't run into yet. But man, this wind is ridiculous. Blowing us everywhere. Low to the ground, low speeds, wind. I like this aircraft. It's fun to fly, but kind of hard to see some stuff. I think it's called the Louvre. I don't remember. I'll ask my wife and she'll roll her eyes at me. Because I always say things wrong and she rolls her eyes at me. Oh, this is super cool. And we can see it from here. Alright, get ready with the smart cam. And there's 0.27. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Then we'll go to the Luxembourg Palace. There we go. Boom. Oh my goodness. This wind and my computer is trying to do something in the background. Look at this detail. It's insane. Oh my goodness, look at. Alright, have a good look at that, and there is 0.27. Hold that for a couple seconds. There we go. 500, whatever. Alright, is there anything else that we've missed? We got all the ones that have shown up. So let's just fly around a little bit. Take some more screenshots. And, see if any POIs pop up. Oh, look at that red building down there. That was cool. Alright, kind of weird to see with all those POI markers there, but that's okay. But there is Paris for you, Paris, France, with all the little blue map icons. Sorry about that, but you get the idea. Alrighty, let's find a place to land this bird. Haven't said that in a long time. Let's see. Two nearest airports. I want to look, what is that? LF, I can't see from here. Lima Foxtrot Peanut Butter. Lima Foxtrot Peanut Butter. There we go. Tune in the ATIS, I guess. Might as well.
Airport information Golf 0800 Zulu. Wind 151 and 10. Visibility 6. Sky condition: few clouds at 700 feet, few clouds at 4,300 feet, few clouds at 12,300 feet. Temperature 14. Dew point 10. Altimeter 30.23. ILS runway 7 in use. Landing and departing runway 7. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact. You have golf.
7 would be the one we're facing, but the wind is... Look at the wind. That'd be a crazy tailwind. What? Whatever. I wonder if it's using the wrong one to decide the runway. Because a lot of people online are having problems with tailwind landings. The wind is clearly coming from behind us. Because that's what it was when we started the sim. So that's correct. This is opposite, but that's what it seems to be using, maybe? Maybe that's the bug. This is the bug, and then ATC is tied to the bug. Well, let's request a full stop landing and see what they tell us.
LA Bourget Tower, Turtle Soup Tango Sierra 4105 is 2 miles south with hotel to land. Turtle Soup Tango Sierra 4105, LA Bourget Tower. Make left traffic. Runway 7. Altimeter tree, 0.2 tree wind 151 at 10.
I didn't see runway 7. That says 10. What? Hang on. Let's acknowledge.
Make left traffic runway 7 Turtles Hook Tango Sierra.
Oh,
105.
I didn't see this runway. Must be that one, huh? So we're totally in the way. No, that's 27, so that'd be 9 over there. Oh, there's 3 runways. It'd be that one. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. We also could have zoomed in on here and seen all of them. We're going to make a sharp turn onto runway 7 and not 9 by mistake. Let's slow down. Gear's always down in this. And then we'll do flaps in a second. I'm actually turning my head to see where I'm going. That's super funny. Alrighty, we have a very long runway, so we'll just let it float. Not worried about touching on at the end. And my computer is now trying to do something else. It was smooth for a while. And now it's trying to run its process. Whatever. Here we go. Full flaps, runway 7. Yeah, the wind, get those flaps in. Oh my gosh, the wind. Oh, there. Good.
Turtles Hook Tango Sierra. 4105 contact ground on 121.
Contact ground. Acknowledge handoff.
121.9 Turtles Hook Tango Sierra. 4105.
And we're going to contact ground, and we're going to request taxi to parking.
LA Bourget ground. Turtles Hook Tango Sierra. 4105. Request taxi to parking.
Turtle Soup Tango Sierra 4105 taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Golf cross runway 27 Golf Echo.
Golf Echo. Golf
Taxi
Echo.
to general aviation parking.
What is
by
this?
taxiway Golf cross runway
This is
27
Golf.
Golf Echo. Turtles Hook Tango Sierra.
And then we're going to look
4105.
for Echo. We might actually do this. I was actually going to turn on the taxiway ribbon, but since we can actually see the signs, then maybe we can do this on our own. Because a lot of times these airports don't actually have the taxiway signs. It's very strange. So where is Echo? I want to see Echo. Stop. Echo is both ways. So which way do we want to go? Let's just go up here to the left. Let's come down here and get our lighting. How did that turn off? Landing lights can come off. Doesn't have taxi lights, it looks like. Okay, fine. Let's see. It said Echo was back into the left. But looks like we can park. Let's see. Oh, parking is way over there. Okay. So let's do it like this. Just to stay accurate. Oh, you know what else I forgot to do? What we can do now is stop this. Which is what? I'm using the map screen to tell me where I am. Stop. 33 minutes flying around France. Whoops, wrong one. Good. I like how I can use this to taxi. That's amazing. Alright. Where are we headed? Over to general aviation. Which, is there another way across, or do we go across the grass? I think I was supposed to, wait, that's not. We're going through here. This is a parking lot. I should use that darn taxi ribbon. Oh well. Whatever. Oh, geez. It's hard to do that. Reset that. There we go. I guess we're just going to park here. I don't want to use the ribbon because it's ugly. But now we're in a parking lot. Set the parking brake. We don't have a shutdown checklist, so we're just going to do this ourselves. Let's bring the fuel back. There we go. Turn off some lights. And turn that off. And then turn all that off. What? You're not going to turn off? There we go. Do we do anything with this? I don't think we do. I guess we could turn it off. but we don't really need to. It's not gonna let it go all the way off. There we go. Okay, let's hop outside. Alrighty, there you go. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the flight. I did. We were totally parked in a... Oh, computer's still doing something. We're totally parked in a parking lot. I guess general aviation was over there. And move your screen. I guess. Whatever. Does not matter. Otherwise, that was awesome to see France in high detail, highest ultra quality. This airport was fun to land at. The winds were crazy, but we survived. Anyway, use that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and leave a comment so that we can play the YouTube algorithm game. If you have a request for a flight, put it in the comments below. Well, let's check out everything else on the channel. And I will see you next time.